Our first cohort of learners did far better than we ever could have anticipated that they would do. We got a 98% pass rate, 60% of them got into university, and we were very surprised and pleased, and they were just, yeah, they were ecstatic. So they asked the tutors, like, what can we do to thank you for what you've done? And the tutors said, well, become tutors. The paying it forward aspect of our model was developed. It's really, I think, essential part of the ingredient for success, because our tutors who used to be learners are the most committed out of all of our tutors. They're living proof that it doesn't matter what your background is or the neighborhood that you grow up in terms of what your trajectory is. It's very real for our learners who are being tutored by their neighbors to be able to work towards the same kinds of achievements. It's not just the learners becoming tutors that are paying it forward, but actually everybody who gets involved in IkamvaYouth. IkamvaYouth has achieved its results through collaboration. We work with all sectors and with all the people who are working towards the same objectives.
I'm Zoe Mann. I am the community coordinator here, which is aiming at collaborating with existing organisations that are doing tutoring and individuals and organisations that want to run tutoring programmes. We came up with this Vision 2030 in 2012. To have all the grade 1s starting in 2018 to have matriculated by 2030, to have passed with a bachelor's, access tertiary, and then be earning a dignified living. We can't do that alone. So there's this realisation that there's a lot of organisations that are working towards the same ends, so we want to find those organisations and partner with them. Running a peer support programme for organisations, it's going to be a training programme that then supports them throughout the year.
We have this massive vision by 2030. We want to make sure that we reach 1 million kids in South Africa. So we can't do that alone. Now we're trying to pull all the organizations that do the similar work. We don't want to do our own thing, but we want to help out all other organizations, then make sure that they're sustainable, and then they also have the same vision as our vision.
We're actually getting approached a lot by organizations and individuals who have heard about us from various different avenues. And I'm sort of at this stage, we're kind of coordinating those to see how best we can support them. So it could be a school principal that wants to run something at their school. It could be a recent matric who has graduated and now wants to do something in their community. Or it could be established organisations who are doing something slightly different but now want to add on a tutoring component to their programme. There's other aspects of community collaboration, which is we're doing a mapping project, so it's trying to find out where all these organisations are, where all these individuals are, and then we're also doing an online tutoring component to the model. The online tutoring will allow us to really reach scale far, far better, because the idea of that is that to really scale and to really reach these 1 million learners that start in 2018, we need to reach into rural areas, and we need to find ways that we're not so reliant upon our volunteers. There's all these organisations that exist, and even if they have an inkling that they want to do something with tutoring or some kind of educational add-on to their current projects, they should get in touch. It's not about ownership, it's about replicating the results for the betterment of the youth of South Africa.